Nathan, Austin, Bailey, this guy knows a thing or two, so you're in very good hands with Norm. I guess I'll leave you to it. Just don't scream at him, huh?
I'll take it easy. I'll take it easy.
Good luck, guys.
Now, framing isn't a complicated process, but it's all about the details. We want to make sure our cuts are accurate in length, they're nice and square, and we want to make sure that we use nice straight lumber. So that's one of the first things I want you to do. Just pick up the 2x6 and sight down the edges. And what I'm looking for is a nice straight line and no twist. If it's twisted, set it aside. We'll use that for blocks. All right, so these are the first two pieces of our wall. This is the top plate, and this is the bottom plate, or sometimes called the shoe. Now, I've done the layout. I started from this side, 16 inches on center. So every place you see an X is a stud. They go all the way down, and then we skip this section because there's a door opening, and then there's studs the rest of the way. And then when we come back, I mark the top plate with C's, and they stand for cripples, and they're going to fill the distance between the top plate and the top of the header. So there's no need to actually make the marks on the bottom. Now, we also have already snapped the line for the exact location, this blue chalk line right here. So now I'm going to use a plumb bob to locate the line on the ceiling. Drop it down just like a ½ inch. Whoa, perfect. Just put a mark right next to that line. We'll do that on each end. Right, no, actually, do you move it? That's pretty good. Mark it on the left side of the line. All right, here's a chalk line. I'm going to snap a line end to end, and that will locate the top plate, making it perfectly plumb and straight. Put it nice and tight. Yeah. Good. Good. Okay, now I'm just going to flip the top plate on top of the bottom plate. All right, now I'm going to stand on these to make sure they're down tight. And I want you to measure from the two plates to the strapping, and that'll give us our stud height, or length.
Yeah, 107.5.
107.5, okay. How about on this end?
107.5.
Good. Now this is all new framing, so every stud's going to be the same length. Now I don't like to have to measure every single stud, take my square, mark it, and then cut it, because sometimes it'll vary a little bit. So I make a little jig. Took a piece of strapping, and I added this block. Now what I want to do is measure the length of our studs from here and cut this to length. Okay, now you just take the jig and you flip it over and butt it up against the end, nice and tight, flush with the edge, and mark the end. All right, so now you have a mark. Now you could take your speed square and mark that all the way across, but if you like to use your speed square to guide your saw, just use that mark as your starting point. It'll be square every time. So we can start nailing now. All right, guys, now we got to stand it up. And because of this beam, it gets a little tricky. Whoop. Go back, you went too far. All right, bottom in. Oh, hold on, hold on. Got to go, the top's got to go to you. There you go. All right. All right, keep it outside of the line. Let's see if we can walk the bottom in some more. Okay. All right, now I'm going to bring it right up to that chalk line on the floor. Hold it, stop on the other end. All right, let's tack this end. All right, that's good.
Like it?
All right, that looks good. Now when we get the pocket door hardware, we'll put that in, and then this wall will be ready for wiring and blue board. Nice job, guys.
Thanks for the lesson.
All right.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project. So be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.